Alright, running it back because I screwed up on the filming of the first attempt. Then they accidentally stopped the recording, like a dunce. So let's go back over everything. First, we need to shout out NeoBones for suggesting using Calm Mind and Shadow Ball to sweep, along with Substitute to handle Arcanine's bite attack. I could not have handled this boss without their assistance for the moveset. It is possible at level 1. We'll be going in with a level 1 Litwick. Dynamax Level is maxed out for the sake of extra insurance. We have a special attack boosting nature. Our special defense does not matter. Flash Fire being Ghost type makes us completely immune to Ninetails, which we can set up on. So we're using the free moves NeoBones suggested. Their setup was almost perfect, save for the fact that killing Ninetails at level 1 doesn't work out too good. But that's what Smog is for, because Smog will allow us to poison Ninetails, and since poison damage is percentage based, we will be able to kill Ninetails. And we get Smog at level 1 on Litwick, which is very convenient. Some of you may be quickly realizing that this means there's a hard counter Kabu within his own gym. And I think that's very funny. Now, as for our EVs, we have maxed out physical defense in order to tank Bite from Arcanine and Bug Bite, because killing Arcanine is actually a range. It has a chance to survive. Hence, we need to max physical defense just in case. And it also mitigates damage from Skitter Smack from G-Max Centiskorch, which is the only thing G-Max Centiskorch can do to hurt us. The substitute is to survive the first bite from Arcanine. We then Dynamax on Arcanine in case we miss the range. Actually, the range might not matter if I Dynamax first on Arcanine, but I'm not actually sure. I'll just do it on second in case we hit the range. And then 2 max, whatever the ghost move is called, will kill Centiskorch. You may be wondering, like, if you can't kill Ninetails, how in the fuck are you going to kill Centiskorch at level 1? Well, boys, the heist is very simple. I want every desk on my desk. That's an obscure reference. Watch Conjuring House. It's pretty good. That has some tasteless jokes in it. I do not endorse those tasteless jokes, just to be clear. If you do watch it, just know that going in. But, that's a Conjuring House reference. Anywho, so we, also train of thought. The 252 special attack is to secure one hit KOs on everything, but how do we kill Arcanine after Ninetails at level 1? Well, we aren't level 1 anymore. See, newer games have an EXP system where your, level will scale with your, no, the EXP in the game will scale with how much higher or lower level you are than your opponent. What this essentially means is that you can just get the levels you need during the fight. So while Litwick enters this battle at level 1, you'll be leaving this battle leveled up enough to just casually join your team if you should do this and then desire just to play casually with Litwick. Like, he'll be level 22 by the time this battle ends, and he gets 18 levels off of Ninetails, which is all the levels we need. And since Ninetails, due to Flash Fire negating its fire moves and Ghost type negating its normal moves, not being able to hurt us in any way, we need to set up on it, poison it since we can't kill it directly, because we are level 1 until this thing faints. We'll get the levels we need from Ninetails, and then be able to kill the rest. Arcanine is a range, but if it survives, you just Dynamax with our Dynamax candy, so you have enough health to tank all the attacks. And then we win. Really not much to it. NeoBones was right with their moveset suggestion. The only thing that didn't account for was Ninetails. Now we do have the special attack boosting nature. As long as the stat decrease isn't physical defense, the stat that gets decreased really doesn't matter. In my case, it decreases special defense, but since the only special moves in this battle are fire, no one gives a shit. So now we just sit here and, win. I'm swearing a lot in a video about, like, children's game, but I swear a lot, like, in general. It's a horrible habit, really. Lucky my employer doesn't mind as long as I don't swear at the customers, why would I swear at? Why would I, like, insult a customer who's done nothing wrong, dude? Like, well, I guess it's more to say I shouldn't swear in front of the customers, which I can, like, turn it off if I need to. But I'm not going to if I don't have to, either. See, the damage for poison is percentage based, so Ninetails is just going to die after a while. So now we just spam Smog until it perishes. So I guess we'll just start yapping about other shit. So I was looking at Leon. And the thing about Leon is that he opens up an Agrisash with Keen Shield, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, and Sacred Sword. Now, aside from the fighting move, the other two are special. So if we had a way to boost our special defense and tank Sacred Sword, we could set up on it. So how would we do that? Well, Butterfree quad resist fighting and gets Tintodens to bypass the resistance, and then can set up Quiver Dances to tank special moves. So theoretically, I'm just spitballing here, a Butterfree with Quiver Dance, Morning Sun, Protect for Leftovers Recovery, and Bug Buzz could sweep Leon at a pretty low level. That's my current going theory, but that's way ahead. I haven't even figured out Alistair yet. Because Alistair doesn't have any Pokemon you can set up on. All of them have coverage, so you can't just take them with a normal type. His opener is a Brutal Swing having a mask with a Ghost Attack, Brutal Swing, and Disable. So I thought, well, if I get a Pokemon with Wide Guard to negate Brutal Swing, give it a Lepa Berry, it can then be immune to his attack. So that's what you think I would do. But it turns out there is not a single normal type Pokemon in Generation 8 that can learn Wide Guard. Well, that's a lie. There is one, fucking Regigigas. That's not exactly an option for me, so yeah. I can't do that. Now watch this. We go in at level 1 for the sake of Lowball, but we get all the levels we need right here. Due to the levels scaling to the EXP scaling to me being a lower level than the enemy, I can just get everything I need then and there. I did attempt this with Astonish, and if I was holding a Leopard Berry with Astonish, it would have been possible. Now, Arcanine is again at range. Its bite will do a lot of damage to us, but with our IVs, assuming it lives at all, we can just Dynamax and tank it. If we don't hit the range on the kill. So we'll be fine. The substitute tanks the first bite, so we don't have to waste the Dynamax turn if we don't have to. But if we have to Dynamax, we just have to Dynamax, it's not a big deal. The extra alpha allows us to survive. Yeah, see, it's a range. I have one-tapped this thing before. It probably wouldn't be a range if you had perfect IVs, but I, for example, don't. But I'm already level 1, so it's not needed. We Dynamax here, it bites us, and we just win. The leftovers will restore some of our health. Honestly, this strat isn't that complicated, to be honest. There is a small chance of flinch. I think you can flinch Dynamax Pokemon. And if we get flinched there, I think we lose. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I wouldn't want to find out. So we become level 21. Try to learn Will-O-Wisp, which won't help us, so we don't learn it. We get a little bit of leftovers recovery. Just get the levels you need mid-fight, Lamau. And then we win. But yeah, theoretically, that Butterfree setup might work. I just have to know that those levels could work. I don't have to use the damage calc. So I'll probably want a physical defense nature. Protect on the first turn, so it attacks, and then it uses King Shield on the second to go back into its defense stance and tank any counterattack we do on the third turn, where it will attack again. Is how I think the AI works. And so we Quiver Dance on the second turn, and then repeat the cycle until our special defense is signed up. Stunted Scorch is a 2-tap. It will decrease our special attack, but that's not enough to save it from us. And the damage isn't enough to stop us either. We survive it. So yeah, you can just beat Kabu with a level 1 Litwick. You just go in with the level 1 Litwick with this moveset, and you can and will win fairly consistently. Actually, I don't think I've ever lost with this moveset. The only time I lost is on a test attempt where I didn't have Smog and I ran out of power points. But that attempt could have won if I had brought a Leopard Berry or had learned Hex mid-battle and used its power points instead. both of which would have worked. I was already one travel short of winning that attempt. So anywho, this is the part where Sense of Scorch goes away. I'm kind of something else there though. So I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Maybe spend that Color Resist Dark is what NeoBones suggested. NeoBones is pretty cool for my interactions with him. So yeah. Max, just Calm Mind Sweep. Ninetails can't touch you as long as you have Flash Fire. You have to have Flash Fire for this to work. Do not have Flame Body or Ninetails will just murk you. And you can defeat Kabu with a Pokemon from his own gym. It's very fucking funny. Next up is Alistair. I might take a short break before Alistair because I just need to really think on that. We're kind of past the simple gyms at this point. This is where it's going to get complicated. Some fairy crafting has been done on Alistair, but it hasn't gotten us too far yet. So yeah. I will write the description of this video, which will have more details on the strategy, or at least repeat what I said verbally, and I will then work my way to Alistair and probably take a break from this for a couple days. Probably just like a day or two.